Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 songs that will make you cry.
In the morning, at the top of the stairs, when your father found out what we did that night. Close my eyes, only for a moment, before we get too old. Show me your God.
For this list, we're looking at the best and most beloved emotional songs that rarely fail to get the waterworks flowing. What's your favorite song to cry to? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, What a Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong. We start with an inspiring, uplifting, intensely emotional song that's never likely to be forgotten.
See skies of blue, clouds of white.
Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World is considered by many to be the soundtrack to the 20th century, despite the bloody conflicts that dominated the period.
They're really saying, I love you.
A piece of music that puts everything into perspective, it brings a tear to the eye because it pits the miracle of life against the waste of war.
I hear babies crying, I watch them grow.
The world would be a better place if we all just listened to these lyrics and actually put them into practice.
What a wonderful world.
Number 19, I Will Follow You Into the Dark, Death Cab for Cutie. The afterlife is often a tricky topic to tackle, but Death Cab for Cutie's Ben Gibbard talks us through with such brilliant tenderness, it's all but impossible not to well up.
Love of mine, someday you will die.
I Will Follow You is one man, one voice, one acoustic guitar, and one simple, splendid ideal that we might meet our closest loved ones again, when our life on earth has ended.
If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied.
An outwardly depressing subject matter is turned into an incredibly hopeful moment, as this song has us all take stock of ourselves and of the people who we care for most.
When your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark.
Number 18, Someone Like You, Adele.
Oh, friend, why are you so shy?
Probably the most popular modern breakup song to make today's countdown, Someone Like You is still a signature tune for Adele, despite the countless hits that the UK singer has had before and since.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
A touching, almost tribute to an ex-boyfriend of hers, she lays it all on the lyrical line with this one, and almost every music listener respects her for it.
I wish nothing but the best for you.
Adele wears her heart firmly on her sleeve, while we, without a doubt, wear our tears on our cheeks.
Don't forget me, I think I remember you say.
Number 17, Lay Me Down, Sam Smith.
Yes, I do. I believe that one day I will be where I was.
We could have gone with Sam Smith's Stay With Me for this spot, but Lay Me Down will make you cry just a little harder.
Can I lay by your side?
The lead single from Smith's Grammy Award-winning debut album In the Lonely Hour, Lay Me Down was built around many of the same themes that are found on the album, specifically unrequited love.
This hurt that I've been through.
The video alludes to Smith's ongoing hope that equal LGBTQ+ rights will one day be a worldwide reality, while the singer's powerful voice will haunt you and force you to bawl your eyes out.
Can I lay by your side?
Number 16, Fake Plastic Trees, Radiohead.
She bought from a rubber man.
Radiohead are well known for being a little brutal with their views on society, but this is surely the band's best, if not most depressing take on the world around them. A scathing critique of the inescapable artificial nature of life in the 90s, it grows more and more relevant by the day.
She lives with a broken mind.
Although exit music for a film is awfully melancholy in its own right, there's just nothing else as bleak or as brilliant as fake plastic trees. Listen to it, look at the world around you, and we defy you not to be moved. Number 15, Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor.
Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want.
One of the most instantly recognizable songs and music videos ever created, very little compares to this when it comes to tempting tears. Nothing Compares to You is easily Sinead O'Connor's greatest commercial success.
But nothing, I said nothing can take away this blue.
Not that the controversial performer got to enjoy much of the fame that it generated for very long. Originally written by Prince, this song is love, loss, and lots of emotionally effective close-up camera work. O'Connor's famous tear towards the song's end wasn't planned, but wow does it work. Nothing can stop her lonely tears from falling, or ours for that matter.
Nothing compares to you.
Number 14, Angel, Sarah McLachlan. A song originally written in relation to drug addiction and the spiraling psychology of those that suffer from it, this especially touching Sarah McLachlan number has subsequently been linked with teary-eyed topics of all kinds.
In the arms of the angel.
The ambiguous eponymous angel is an almost unknowable thing, designed to give hope or relief when times are hard.
You are pulled from the wreckage.
As McLachlan's piano plays softly in the background, her listener is invited to interpret her lyrics for themselves and project the pain of her voice onto their own past experiences. A good cry that comes naturally.
Some comfort here.
Number 13, Fix You, Coldplay.
And the tears come streaming down your face.
By now, even the toughest amongst you may have at least a little something in your eye, and if not, then our next pick will set you sobbing, no doubt.
Lights will guide you home.
Tackling love and loss like so many on our countdown before them, Coldplay turns the saddest subject matter into a tear-filled roller coaster of a record with this song. The first half had us subdued, the second half had us singing along. And if that doesn't have your eyes watering, just watch them perform it live. Number 12, Wild Horses, The Rolling Stones. Exactly who this song was written for remains a mystery. Marianne Faithfull's the most likely, though it has also been linked to Bianca Jagger and Keith Richards' son Marlon.
Wild horses couldn't track me up.
What is clear is that with one simple hook, the Stones produced an ageless piece of music that has stood hairs on end for generations.
'Cause I know I dreamed you.
Mick's distinctive voice finds a perfect match as this brooding, crooning, subdued song leaves the listener as lonely as the frontman. Number 11, Wake Me Up When September Ends, Green Day. While Good Riddance is a tear-jerking song we all love, our pick for Green Day had to go to this track from American Idiot.
Has come and passed, the innocent can never last.
This rock ballad was originally written about lead singer Billie Joe Armstrong's father, who passed away from cancer when Billie was only 10 years old.
Wake me up when September ends.
But the song's backstory became even more emotional after Hurricane Katrina struck in late August of 2005. Serving as a symbolic anthem for all the victims and families struck by the disaster, this track's meaning was then further elevated by its accompanying music video that also served as a critique of the Iraq War.
Well, I thought of all people you would understand. Why don't you understand? I did this for us! I did it for us!
Number 10, The Sound of Silence, Simon and Garfunkel. The opening lines to our next track are amongst the most recognizable in all of modern music.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Written shortly after the JFK assassination, this song also became an accompaniment to the Vietnam War.
That was planted in my brain, still remain.
It welcomes darkness and is perhaps most effective when it's played within it.
Disturb the sound of silence.
The combination of vocals and the high tones are as haunting today as they were in the mid-1960s. While Bridge Over Troubled Water is another contender,
A bridge over troubled water.
the legacy of The Sound of Silence is hard to beat.
In the sounds of silence.
Number 9, Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. The title track to their 1975 album, Wish You Were Here, was written for Pink Floyd founder member Syd Barrett in response to his alleged battle with schizophrenia.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell?
The whole album explores the theme of detachment, and David Gilmour's vocals retain a curiously absent quality as he pines for his friend.
How I wish you were here. We just two lost souls living.
The whole track comes across as an effortless piece of music, a train of thought that is at once sad and beautiful in its simplicity.
Wish you were here.
Number 8, Mad World, Michael Andrews featuring Gary Jules.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
Originally written by Tears for Fears in 1982, this song saw a big resurgence when it was showcased in the 2001 thriller Donnie Darko.
The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
With delicate piano notes and calming vocals by Gary Jules, this new version quickly overshadowed the original song and resonated with listeners feeling helpless and intimidated by modern life. We've all needed a song to drown our sorrows from time to time, and Mad World speaks to the difficult and uncertain journey we're all taking in this life, allowing us to reflect on what true happiness might feel like.
It's a very, very mad world.
Number 7, Fast Car, Tracy Chapman. One of the hardest things about growing up is figuring out who you want to be.
Doing it well, maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere.
This question is even more difficult to answer for those living in poverty and with the odds stacked against them.
I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, it felt like I was drunk.
Tracy Chapman expressed this beautifully in the song Fast Car, the lead single from her debut album. In this track, Chapman describes a young woman desperately seeking out a better life for herself, but struggling to get there.
You'll find work and I'll get promoted. We'll move out of the shelter.
Everyone deserves happiness in this life, yet without family or friends to help you get there, it can be difficult to achieve. And that's what makes this song just downright heartbreaking.
That I belong. I hide at a feeling I could be someone.
Number 6, The Living Years, Mike and the Mechanics.
Every generation blames the one before.
This 80s ballad once again picks apart the question of life and death and summarizes the conundrum in 6 short words. It's too late when we die. A global chart hit, this song addresses an unresolved conflict between songwriter B.A. Robertson and his father shortly before he died. Specifically about the bond between a boy and his father, the idea is applicable to just about any relationship that we could have. That's why it gets us singing along, even if it is difficult to do that and not shed a tear.
Sure, I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. I just wish I could have told him.
Number 5, Candle in the Wind, Elton John.
Seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind.
Originally penned in memory of Marilyn Monroe, Candle in the Wind is also famously linked to Diana, Princess of Wales, after Elton played it at her funeral.
Toughest role you ever played.
Hollywood created a superstar.
Though the lives of its subjects have been tragically short-lived, the song itself has endured for generations, and rightly so.
Though I never knew at all you had the grace to hold yourself.
It's emotional enough without context, but it's a fitting tribute to two iconic women, and to celebrities in general that died too young. An elegy of the highest order.
Burned down long before your legend never did.
Number 4, Hallelujah, Jeff Buckley. This song was powerful when Leonard Cohen sang it originally, but when Jeff Buckley caressed his vocals around the lyrics, hairs stood on end and lumps formed in throats.
And it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you?
It's love that's gone stale, so it's relatable for many of us.
She cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah.
There's also anguish in his voice that's impossible to fake. He isn't just singing the words, he understands them.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
A talent that was lost too soon, this song is his legacy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Number 3, Everybody Hurts, r.e.m. We defy anyone not to be moved by our first podium entry.
Let yourself go.
Everybody Hurts has become a staple soundtrack to modern day life.
'Cause everybody hurts.
Adopted by the Samaritans charity, it was originally written by the band for anyone struggling with severe depression. This song not only prompts tears, it saves lives. According to the lyrics, we all cry, and most of us do when we sing them. Everybody hurts, and after this song, everybody's reaching for the tissues.
Everybody hurts sometimes.
Number 2, Hurt, Johnny Cash. Originally penned by Trent Reznor of 9 Inch Nails, Hurt was taken on by the legendary Johnny Cash several years later.
I hurt myself today.
It brings the memories of his past under the cold, harsh spotlight of his present.
Everyone I know goes away.
Cash was very frail when recording the song, and he died 7 months after its release. Relaying the unstoppable passing of time, its accompanying music video is a memorial to one man, but something that we'll all experience. It's about as powerful as music can be.
If I could start again, a million miles.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Iris, Goo Goo Dolls.
To see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand.
Adam's Song, Blink-182. My Immortal, Evanescence. So Far Away, Avenged Sevenfold.
Facing time, always on my mind.
Who Wants to Live Forever, Queen.
Want more Mojo? Sound Mojo brings you music from new and emerging artists in all genres from across the globe. From interviews to live shows and deep dives into music culture, Sound Mojo has you covered. Be sure to check out Sound Mojo to find your new favorite artists.
A brave new world. No sexy devere. Sola macho lipstick.
Number 1, Tears in Heaven, Eric Clapton.
Would you know my name?
Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven is an incredibly moving piece of music, made all the more impactful by the great personal tragedy Clapton experienced.
No, I don't belong.
When his 4-year-old son tragically passed away in 1991, we'd have understood if Clapton never picked up a guitar again. But he did, and was able to produce a record that's as terrific as it is teary. reminding us all of anyone who's passed. Tears in Heaven verbalizes what everyone else would like to say. It's a tear-jerking tune that gets us every time. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.